Alright, what's up? This is Naka. So, I'm going to do the next part of the tanking videos, which is the tactics part. I'll show you what I normally do, my droning routine, as it were. I'm also going to show you a few things that I wouldn't recommend doing in a match. I intentionally did some bad tactics to demonstrate what not to do in a match. Anyways, right off the bat, I took way too long to get into the game, and there was a dropship already queued, so by the time I hit it, and on top of that, being on top of a mountain, like queuing something on top of a mountain is probably a bad idea, but you'll see here in a second. What happens is the enemy team already had their railgun tank out, and he was shooting at my tank like straight off. And there's another problem is you don't want to call your tank down right next to your allies who are calling either a dropship or any other kind of vehicle down, because that's going to collide with whatever's coming down, and that'll be bad for you and whoever's calling a dropship in this instance. Now, the reason I hit my modules there was to give myself enough effective hit points to run away so I can go across the field. I wanted to go back to the base to find a supply point to get my armor back, but yeah, the only one was up high where I couldn't get to it. So yeah, but anyways, my teammates were asking me to go kill the tank in the city, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll do that and then come back and go get another tank. So this is what happened on the first run into the city. Now what I'll do is I'll wait till I see the target to activate my modules, and the reason is because if I activate him too soon or he's not facing me, I could easily have set up a position on him and he wasn't looking at me, and I could kill him before him being able to kill me or even look at me. And another tank could come up right next to me or behind me or sideswipe me, and I wouldn't have any chance right here. And now that's another problem is don't turn off your modules right away. You want to run away with your modules on so you're not flanked, because it's a long drive back to the red line. So anyways, I use a keyboard and mouse. What this does is it lets me go straight forward while also turning at full speed. That doesn't slow me down in order to keep moving, essentially. It's an old tactic I learned from Halo 3. Was a teammate told me to just keep moving while I was in a Warthog, and it works because people can't hit a moving target very easily. But anyways, right here what I'm doing with what I did was I called the tank first and then recalled the one that I had, so I didn't have to wait for that queue time to come up. And also, since I couldn't reach that supply point, I now have full armor. Now I'm sitting up on top of this mountain here to try and survey the arena or the map. I pinpoint that guy and go into Terminator mode. Yeah, so basically this guy's just a sicka. I'll reiterate, don't turn on your modules even if you see the icon before, like what I did here. See how he's turned away? I could have killed him without turning on a single module, just because he was in a sicka. So it's important that you definitely look at your target first then. So, here I am doing another scrub tactic. You don't go out in the open. You're just asking to get railgunned from either the mountain up on the left or a hill up off to the right where I can't see it. So basically I could easily get sideswiped here, but I see this tank, I'm like, alright, got this. So I turn on my modules and I bait him over the hill. So he's trying to shoot me over the hill, but I guess he's missing or something, and yeah, he hits me like twice. But anyways, I just kill him here. And the reason I won that was because, well, probably 1 fit, 2 aim, and then 3 I made him come to me first. So I'm making the long haul back to the red line. What I do is I go back on top of that hill to look to see if I can find anything from the hill. I'll scan up. I'll keep my eyes above where I'm currently at, because a lot of people are short-sighted, I noticed, where they'll only see what's directly in front of them. But I'll be looking at the horizon, finding out where, if there are any. I'll look for moving targets, any kind of like, basically blobs in your vision. And see, I'm on the top of the mountain right here. There's probably another thing you might have noticed is what I'm doing is I'll go third person view, and that's to get a wider angle view. You get a wider field of view to see around you, and then I'll switch to first person view to aim, because you can zoom in with that and you can get a better view of something. But yeah, definitely third person to see and first person to shoot. Yeah, I'm hugging this wall to try and get up to a turret that I missed during the tank battle, and the moving around and stuff like that. But yeah, I decide to turn on I forgot about this glitch where you can't see the turret head move past a certain point. I think it's like a rendering distance thing, but yeah, I turned that on. But yeah, so anyways, there's a whole bunch of reds piled up here, and I was like, alright, yeah, cool, I'll throw some uplinks down, no risk in that, and so the allies can spawn on that. You can use your blueberries as sort of kind of like pawns. I said that in a previous video, but what they do is they push an objective, or a group of enemies. But they're telling me, yep, there's a dropship in the air. I back up so I can get a shot, and I get the shot and take out this dropship real quick. Now I could have totally owned this guy in one shot with by turning on my damage mods, but I didn't do that because I looked like a viper, and I just decided, yeah, I can take that guy out. So that's what I did. So yeah, with the keyboard mouse, I have an easy time hitting pinpoint objects that are sitting still, but tracking objects are a little tough, like this LDV here that I just killed. It was coming straight at me, so it's pretty easy to pinpoint that shot, but tracking him would have been just stupid. Another good example of that is this infantry here. He's moving around to the left and the right, and I can't hit him, and the projectile's going through him. So I back off because he's a heavy. He could have like he could have a freaking forge gun or something. He could kill me. But yeah, I actually do manage to hit this moving target by shooting the ground on the guy. But I wasn't looking at my radar, and there's a guy. He just throws a remote mine at me and jihads himself. Just blows himself up, and like caught me by total surprise. I thought somebody rammed an LAV into me, but yeah, I didn't hear an LAV, and I'm like, what the hell was that? So yep, somebody just threw a remote, blew himself up. It's kind of funny. So I kind of screwed myself over by not equipping a remote repper on my suit, as you can see here. I don't have any way to repair my tank to recall it so I can get my armor back. So I just sort of spend the rest of the game on fire, basically, and don't have any way to fix it because the supply point's out of reach. You could consider the drop suit as also part of a tank fit, because that's sort of your backbone for your team logistics, essentially. Like I have drop up links so I can push objectives, or have people help me push objectives, because a tank is essentially only a support platform. It's not actually an all around thing like a suit is. So you really do need teamwork, team players to help you with taking an objective, for instance. But when it comes to the rest of the team supporting you, intel is very critical. It's good to have an idea of either where an enemy tank is, or you want to call targets, that kind of thing. But in this battle, it was kind of pointless because it's a city map, and the tank battles happen outside, away from everything else. So I couldn't really do anything inside. It was just a good example to kind of show some of the basic tank on tank action. I could show you in later videos about doing a tank versus player and versus dropship. It's more complicated. I'm sure I'm going to cover it in further, other videos for other topics, but it'll definitely cross over. But if you liked what you saw, you can subscribe, or thumbs up the video. That helps me a lot. Leave a comment if you want to add to the tactics, or tell me if I missed something. Let me know. My in-game character is nakaya indigene, and I'll see you guys later.